student of class 12 biology as paper first in chapter 9 you study today about the topic factors affecting enzyme action. Factors which affect the enzyme actions are many, but first factor is temperature. Enzymes are very sensitive against the temperature for their activity. Temperature affects the enzyme action very much. Generally, the enzyme optimum value of temperature is between the 25 degree Celsius to 35 degree Celsius. In the range of 25 degree Celsius to 35 degree Celsius, the by increasing 10 degree Celsius temperature. In this range, between the 25 to 35 degree Celsius temperature, the enzyme action or enzyme activity increases 2 times or twice. When the temperature increases beyond 35 degree Celsius, beyond 35 degree Celsius temperature, enzyme activity reduces. Reduces here means minimize, and at very high temperature, enzyme three-dimensional structure and enzyme three-dimensional structure and active site destroyed. Enzyme three-dimensional structure and active site both are destroyed at very high temperature. So, the enzymes are only act at a particular temperature very much, and optimum value for enzyme action is 25 degree Celsius to 35 degree Celsius. In this range, if the increasing of 10 degree Celsius temperature, then enzyme activity increases 2 times, I mean to say twice. Beyond 35 degree Celsius temperature, enzyme activity minimized, and at very high temperature, enzyme three-dimensional structure and active site destroyed. This is called as here. This is called as denaturation of enzyme or protein. Here, denaturation of protein means breaking of dipeptide or breaking of peptide bond. Breaking of peptide bond of protein take place. Breaking of peptide bond of protein is called denaturation of enzyme. So this is the first factor as temperature which affect the enzyme action. Second factor is pH. You can study by the help of this graph as the temperature has given at the x-axis and enzyme activity has given at the y-axis. So enzyme activity increases y-axis after the increase of temperature. So this shows the such type of a graph. Here enzyme activity increases when the temperature increases first, then it becomes the optimum at the such point. Then by the increase of more temperature, then enzyme activity decreases, and at the high temperature enzyme activity now stop. So second factor is pH of pH as factor. Enzyme also takes the optimum at the particular pH, like for pepsin enzyme which act on the protein, pH value is given as 1.2 to 1.5, means it is very acidic condition, very acidic medium. Then this protein changes into the peptone. Likewise, the starch which changes into the maltose, a type of disaccharide, by the pH range of 6.8 for enzyme ptyalin. Ptyalin means salivary amylase. The others like trypsin, which act on the protein as substrate and changes it into the dipeptide. But in this case, it is deeper than the first case A, because here in the C case the pH range is more. It is 7.8, means it is alkaline medium. It is alkaline medium, like here in the stomach protein break down into smaller compound in the acidic medium, but here in the case of small intestine, it occurs in the small intestine, where protein changes into dipeptide in the presence of enzyme trypsin. So here in the case of stomach, the trypsin enzyme work on the substrate protein and breaks it into the peptone at very acidic medium. But in the case of small intestine, where pH is 7.8, protein has broken into dipeptide in the presence of enzyme trypsin. Likewise, the others enzyme also work. Here the starch changes into maltose by the pancreatic amylase. Enzyme at the pH value 7.8 in the small intestine. So the starch changes into the maltose, a type of disaccharide, in the presence of pancreatic amylase. But in the case of buccal cavity, generally starch also changes into the maltose in the presence of ptyalin, or you can say in the presence of salivary amylase enzyme. So salivary amylase enzyme act in the mouth, although pancreatic amylase enzyme work in the small intestine. Here pH is 7.8, means it is also shows the alkaline medium. So enzyme activity depends on the pH value, but enzyme activity on the basis of pH, the graph is deeper. Here if the pH has taken on the x-axis and enzyme activity at the y-axis, then the value for this has noticed like this. This is bell shaped curve. This is bell shaped curve for the factor pH affect the enzyme activity. Third is enzyme concentration. Enzyme concentration also affect the enzyme activity. By the help of graph, I can plot the graph between the x and y axis. Here at the x axis total of enzyme concentration has noticed. At the y axis enzyme activity has given. Enzyme activity generally increases after increasing enzyme concentration but decreases at the enzyme concentration increases for an optimal value. If more enzyme concentration, then due to the complete substrate which attach with the active site of enzyme, then enzyme activity start decreasing. It means first of all enzyme activity increases. First of all enzyme activity increases by increasing the enzyme concentration but at a high enzyme concentration, the enzyme activity start minimize. This enzyme activity can increase by the addition of more substrate. This is the third factor for the factor affecting enzyme action. As fourth one is known as presence of inhibition. Here fourth is inhibitor. Inhibitors as responsible for decreasing the enzyme action. As the enzyme activity minimized by few compound ions called inhibitor. The inhibition types are of two. So types of inhibition are of two types. One is competitive inhibition. Competitive inhibition, it occurs when the structure of inhibitor is similar to the substrate. If the structure of inhibitor similar to the substrate, then inhibitor attach faster with active site of enzyme and inhibit enzyme action. Such type of inhibition called competitive inhibition. This is called competitive inhibition. For example, malonic acid is competitive inhibitor for succinic acid. Competitive inhibitors are very much important in destroying the bacteria. As one good example, in case of the bacterial destroying the bacteria which generally feeds on the folic acid. Bacteria feeds folic acid, and this folic acid formed by the para amino benzoic acid. This folic acid synthesized by the para amino benzoic acid. Few sulfur drugs like sulfur pyridine and sulfur limonide the sulfur pyridine and sulfur limonide act as the competitive inhibitor. So these attach with the enzyme active site remain benzoic acid. Benzoic acid does not attach with the active site. Benzoic acid does not attach with the active site, so no para amino benzoic acid formation. So no folic acid synthesis occur, hence bacteria died. In case of bacterial diseases like typhoid, cholera, anthrax and pneumonia like disease due to the competitive inhibition. Next one is non-competitive inhibition. Non-competitive inhibition occur here. Next type is non-competitive inhibition. In case of non-competitive inhibition, the structure of substrate is not similar to the inhibitor, and the inhibitor attacks on another part than active site of enzyme and changes the form of active site. Changes the form of active site of enzyme. So decrease of enzyme action or enzyme activity take place. Likewise, suppose this is the enzyme which has the part active site, but the non-competitive inhibitor means NCI attached on the opposite side of active site of enzyme. Then it changes the shape of the active site. Here shape changes. Now the substrate which has the shape similar to the active site do not attach with the active site, and the enzyme activity decreases. Non-competitive inhibition, good example is the cyanide ion. Cyanide Cn negative ion which generally inhibit the respiration, as the case of cyanide ion which is a non-competitive inhibitor for mercury and copper. Mercury and copper non-competitive inhibitor means NCI is cyanide. So the non-competitive inhibitors attach opposite direction or opposite part than the active site of enzyme and changes the shape of active site. So substrate cannot attach with the active site in the formation of enzyme substrate complex, and the enzyme activity minimized. In this way, this is called non-competitive inhibition. For the factors affecting enzyme actions.